Now let's shift our attention over to other international stories where Boeing is bleeding at the moment as the aircraft manufacturer could suffer losses to the tune of billions of dollars. Now they say when it rains, it pours, and Boeing is under such an unrelenting shower right now as trouble is flying at it from all sides. The company's stock dropped sharply after the crash in Ethiopia, and it has fallen by 11% in the past 2 days. They recovered a bit in yesterday's trade, but the sentiment is far from bullish. There are demands for compensation as Norway's airline, the Norwegian Air, is demanding compensation from Boeing after its planes were grounded. Norwegian Air has had to ground 18 MAX 8 jets. The airline is running into losses. If the disruption continues for a long period of time, it will have to deploy a new plane to ferry passengers. According to one estimate, the airline could pay up to $1.5 billion for the crisis, and is expected that Boeing will foot that bill and that other low-cost carriers could raise similar demands. Boeing is also facing a string of lawsuits filed by families of the Lion Air crash victims. Many of them have been filed in Chicago, where the company is based. In the long term, this crisis could severely impact the business of Boeing, as the company had planned to dedicate nearly 64% of its production resources to the 737 MAX series till 2032. But if passengers and pilots lose faith in the company, it won't be able to sell new planes. Not this plane at least. And that's not all. The 737 MAX is the largest contributor to Boeing's earnings right now. Boeing has a backlog of more than 4,600 orders for the 737 MAX. According to Goldman Sachs, the aircraft makes up 33% of Boeing's total revenue for the next 5 years. They could lose all this money if airlines refuse to buy them. Now, at this stage, everything comes down to the ongoing investigation into the Ethiopian airline crash. A link between this crash and last year's Lion Air crash is yet to be established. But this crisis has already exposed the fault lines within Boeing. Pilots are not being trained. There are claims that the company is cutting corners in production. Safety is being compromised to save cost. And this is a full-blown crisis for the leader in the global aviation industry.